So recently I caught up with an old friend and she was telling me that she got divorced. And I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple and they had been together for 11 years. So I asked her, like, what happened? I figured something bad happened. She's like, honestly, I was just bored. Like, my husband, all he did was work. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids and I just got lonely and bored. And she says that when she would bring it up, like, he would take her out, but it was just boring to her. Like, she needed some excitement in her life. She just felt like she was just a mom and a wife. And her husband just wasn't doing that for her. And she had other friends that had, boyfriends, or like they had just got married and they were always going out, always going on vacation, always partying, like going to the club, going to the bar, hanging out with friends. And they did none of that. And when she would bring it up to her husband would always tell her, like, I gotta work. Like, they had a big house, they had nice things. Like, he was just trying to work.
So here you have a woman who has been married to her husband for 11 years, and now she's unhappy. Now she's bored. Now she thinks the grass is greener on the other side. She's talking to her single friends, and her single friends, they're going out, they're dating, they're going on girls' trips, they're having a fun old time out here in these streets. Girl, come on out here. You know you want to be out in these streets too. You at home with your boring husband. You talking about how you don't want to be a mother anymore. You don't want to be a stay-at-home wife anymore. You got your 3 kids, but everything, but that life is boring now. So come on out here to these streets. This is women keeping women single all day long, written all over it. You have this woman who has it made. She won. She got a man who is a provider. She got a man who's going to take care of everything. He's paying for all the bills. She does not have to work. She's got 3 kids out of this. She's got a nice big house, but yet and still, she's not happy. And she's going to leave her husband. She's going to file for divorce. She's going to break up her family because she's not happy. You better be happy sitting your ass down in that big ass house. You better be happy sitting in that nice living room. You better be happy that these lights are on and the roof's over your head that you don't have to work for. You better be happy looking at your children, seeing that they have both parents in the household and you are a happy couple. You are being taken care of, man. You and the 3 kids, because y'all have them together. Those are his 3 kids, but yet you can't find any kind of way to be happy. Come on now.
So they ended up getting divorced, and now, she's single, she lives alone, she's working, and she's dating. So then I told her, oh, well, that must be exciting, like dating and stuff. And she's like, no, I fucking hate it. And I was like, why? And she's like, because all they want to do is just have fun. They just want to go to the club. They just want to go to the bar. They just want to hang out, have a good time. And then that's it. She said, no one wants to help me out. Like, I'm trying to find someone that's going to help take care of my kids. She's like, I just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time. So I was all like,
you had that. Are you serious? You want someone to help you out. You want someone who's going to be a provider. You want someone who's going to take care of your kids. You had that, lady. You had a whole husband at home who was day in and day out working his butt off, 12, 14, 16-hour days likely, making sure that there's food on the table, that the lights stay on, that the kids have what they need, that you have what you need. You probably had your own car. You had everything. You won. You probably won early and you blew it. And now, because you thought the grass was greener on the other side, when your grass is perfectly fine, you done watered the hell out of your grass for 11 years. It's got this nice, beautiful lawn that's in front of your nice big house. People come drive past it. I'm like, oh my God, their house is beautiful. Their lawn is so great. I wish I had that in my life. I wish I had a husband. I wish I had a family. I want 3 kids, but I'm still out here searching for my husband. You won, lady. And you decided to throw all this away for what? Because you were bored? Because you didn't have much fun? Because your husband is working down to his bones to make sure that you have everything provided for? Seriously? And now you're working. Now you got to worry about making sure that the bills are paid. Or better yet, I'm pretty sure you're probably living off of his alimony. I'm pretty sure that you probably got full custody of the kids, so I'm sure you're getting child support for all three of those kids. Probably kept the house too. So, now this guy, after 11 years of being a faithful husband, she hadn't said nothing that he wasn't faithful. She ain't said nothing about he was out here sleeping with a whole bunch of women. She ain't say nothing about he was abusive, putting hands on her. She ain't say nothing about how this man's a raging alcoholic, into criminal activity, out here doing drugs and gambled the house away. You fear for your life. He done something to the kids. You said absolutely none of that, but yet you filed for divorce. You left your husband because you weren't happy. You mean to tell me that whatever you were unhappy with, you couldn't work out? You just like, oh no, I'm out, I'm done, I'm gone. And you wonder why a lot of guys are fearful about marriage nowadays. Marriage is not what fears men. Men fear divorce because no matter what you do, you could be the husband of the year. She may still decide to leave you, leave her family simply because she wasn't happy. This man is sacrificing his happiness for his family, and she sacrificed her family for her happiness.
Like, well, wasn't that what your husband was doing? And she's like, I know. And I guess now her ex-husband is dating someone, like seriously.
Uh-oh.
They have been divorced for a total of 3 years, and he has been dating this girl for 2 years. She has 2 kids, and they're already living together. She says that he's fully taking care of her, like, the girl doesn't work, she's a stay-at-home mom. They haven't had any new kids, but they're planning on having kids. And she's pissed because she's like, how can he move on so fast? Like, I can't even find nobody. And
you want to know why he can move on so fast? Because he is a grown damn man out here with his stuff together. Because he is a grown man out here making the kind of money that it takes to take care of a family. You have no idea how many women wish they had a man that provided everything, that paid 100% of the bills. You got ladies nowadays talking about, I don't want to go 50-50. I want to be a stay-at-home wife. I shouldn't have to work to pay significant bills. And you had that and you threw it all away. And now you talking about how could he move on so fast? He's out here in these streets. Hopefully he went through some therapy or whatever. And you got women lined up down the street and around the block wanting to be with that kind of man because he can provide, he can protect, he can bring his resources, he can lead a family, he can take care of a family. But now you're out here. You're older. You have 3 kids. You left your husband for no good reason, and you think some man just gonna come swoop you off your feet and walk you down the aisle? No, it does not work like that. And you have a lot of women out here who regret those decisions of filing for divorce because they can get out here. They can date, sure. Have plenty of guys be able to take you out on a good time. Will take you to the bedroom and won't go any further than that. They won't walk you down the aisle. You might even get proposed to, but it's very seldom do women like this end up getting remarried again, especially to a man that was providing like the ex-husband was, especially to a man that they value and that they respect, because they looked at what they used to have and they want the new man to do the same thing. But newsflash, that new man wants to take care of his own children. He wants to provide for his own children. Those are not his kids. Those are your kids. Those are your ex-husband's kids. They're not his kids. Most men don't want to pay for everything in a household if it's not with his kids in the household. So guess what? If you want that man back, if you want your ex-husband back, you want to crawl back on broken glass and beg that man for forgiveness. Beg that man to take you back. Humble yourself. Take accountability and apologize for your actions and your decisions and understand why you decided to break up your family and fix it.
And he just found someone so quick, and he didn't even want to give us another try, like blah blah blah. And I was so confused because I was like, okay, so you divorced him because he was always working and you were bored. So now you're single, going out, having a good time, dating, but you don't like that. Now you want someone to take care of you, a provider. And your ex-husband, all he wanted to do was be a provider. That's why now he is dating someone who he has no problem providing for her and her kids. And she's pissed because she's like, why would he go and find someone who has kids? Like, he already has kids. Why would he want to take on that responsibility? And I'm like, wait, aren't you looking for someone to take on that responsibility? I was just giving her a hard time, I'm not gonna lie.
Do you see the hypocrisy? How can he move on and date someone else with kids when he has his own kids? But yet you want a man to come into your life and be a stepfather to your 3 kids. And you want to be upset by why he dated someone with kids? You know, I'm kind of wondering that myself as well. Like, I don't know why he decided to pick a woman with kids, but that's not here nor there. That's his choice. But guess what? He could also have gotten a woman with 0 kids. And a woman that have been willing to take on that role of a stepmother, to sit in that same house and that same living room and be in that same and water that same grass that you had. But no, you decided to just throw it all away. And now you are out here and you will probably be dating for the rest of your life. You're probably going to be working for the rest of your life, making sure that the rent is paid on the first, making sure that you keep food on the table, making sure that those lights are on, and you are going to be stressed out here. You're going to feel the anxiety of having to work and to come home and take care of your household because you decided that you did not want to play your role and be a helpmate to your husband. You decided you didn't want to stay in that situation anymore. Okay, fine. You got what you got. You have to live with the regrets of your own decisions.
Because it was kind of funny to me because I was like, I could tell that she regretted her decision.
Yep.
I could tell. And I've seen a lot of people do shit like this where they get divorced for reasons that are not, I'm not going to say they're not valid because everybody's feelings are valid, but they're fixable.
No, it's not valid. You left your husband for an invalid reason, irreconcilable differences. You didn't say any very good reason why your husband left. He didn't, he wasn't cheating. He wasn't hitting you. You didn't say none of that. You just said, I wasn't happy. That's a BS reason for leaving your marriage. You gave up.
Problems. Like, I don't know if you guys have this wrong idea of marriage that is supposed to be like fun and happy all the time. It's not. I feel like every relationship literally depends on compromise. Like, you gotta compromise something. You cannot have everything. And to be honest with
you will never have everything, at least not all at once. You can't have everything all at once. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. That's the unfairness of this world that we live in. You just have to pick someone that you are compatible with, that you both respect each other, make a damn deal, make a decision, and just move on with life. That's what you really need to do out here. Find someone who you believe that their values line up with yours. Find someone who you believe that you can see your lifetime with, and just move on and go about life instead of and then when you get to those roles where you're unhappy, sit down with your spouse and have a conversation. And when the man said he's working, he's working. He's making sure that he's holding up his end of the bargain because he can't walk out of a marriage simply because he's not happy. You think he's happy working all these hours to making sure that his family's taken care of? You really think he's happy doing all that? This man is stressed. This man is probably beat down at work. He's going through all this stuff to make sure that he does his best job at holding his end of the bargain in the marriage.
Do you, like, if she was willing to give up on him that quick, like, maybe she just didn't love him that much, because I cannot even imagine just me being like, oh, I'm bored, I'm gonna divorce my husband, like, no, you figure it out, you work it out. But I could tell that she's regretting it because what she thought she wanted is not what she thought she wanted.
And this is a lesson for all the ladies out here. If you have a good man at home that is taking care of you, even if y'all go on 50-50, both of y'all work, whatever, but this man is doing his level best to make sure that he is being a provider, he's being a protector, he is leading the relationship, he is guiding you and the children, he is doing everything that a husband should be doing. Y'all been married for years. You need to sit your butt down and make sure that you continue your end of the bargain and figure out why you're not happy and get some therapy and stay with your husband, because there are a lot of people out here, ladies in particular, who have a hard time finding a husband. The older women get, the more money they make, the harder it is for them to be attracted to a man to marry. So now when you are older, you may still have your looks going on. You may keep yourself in the gym. You may keep a slender body. You may be in shape, but guess what, man? You're still older. Men look for younger women to marry once they have really established themselves. But you married this man early. You found your husband early. Stick with him. Unless he is doing some of the most vile things in relationships that is a valid excuse for leaving, stay in your marriage, because you are going to regret filing for divorce from a good man, leaving a good man for the rest of your life out here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Did I get anything right? Did I get anything wrong? What do you think about this story? What do you think about this lady who decided to leave her marriage? Did she make a good decision, or did she really regret her decision? And what should she do about it? Y'all let me know below. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.